Welcome back to A320 Knowledge, your trusted source for Airbus expertise. Today, we'll be diving into a tutorial on using the bird. In today's tutorial, we'll explore the following: how the flight path vector, or the bird, is used as a flying reference, the bird's computation and its sensitivity to inertial and static pressure errors, and practical tips for using the bird during non-precision approaches and visual circuits. The flight path vector, often referred to as the bird, is an essential tool used during specific phases of flight. It is one of two main flying references you'll find on the A320's primary flight display. The other is the attitude indicator. The bird comes into play when the track FPA mode is selected on the flight control unit. It gives you guidance based on track laterally and flight path angle vertically. On the other hand, if heading VS is selected, the bird is removed and your flight reference switches to the attitude indicator, using heading laterally and vertical speed vertically as the core parameters. Understanding when and how to use each reference is critical. The attitude reference is ideal for more dynamic phases of flight, like takeoff or go-arounds, because your actions on the side stick directly and instantly affect the aircraft's attitude. In those moments, you need that immediate and accurate feedback. But when you're stabilizing in cruise or on approach, the bird becomes a powerful tool. Now, it's essential to note that the bird is computed using data from both the inertial reference system and static pressure inputs, processed by the flight augmentation computers. It primarily relies on IRS-1 and static pressure data to calculate the flight path vector. However, both data sources can introduce errors. For example, during approach, you might observe a track error of up to plus or minus 2 degrees. This is generally minor, but important to consider when precise navigation is required. Additionally, the bird's accuracy is heavily dependent on reliable static pressure information. If the altitude data is compromised, such as during a static port pressure sensor malfunction, the bird should be considered unreliable. Always be mindful of instrument reliability, particularly during critical phases like approach or final descent. Let's start with the general rule. When you're using the bird, it's essential to first focus on adjusting the aircraft's attitude based on what you observe through the usual attitude references. Once you've made these initial attitude adjustments, you then use the bird as a confirmation tool to ensure that the desired flight path is being followed. The bird provides a real-time visualization of your trajectory, but it's your changes in attitude that influence the aircraft's behavior. By adjusting attitude first and then referencing the bird, you ensure more precise control over the aircraft's path, avoiding unnecessary or reactive corrections. The bird really shines during non-precision approaches, where the flight path angle FPA is your go-to guide. You can pre-select the inbound track and the final descent angle on the FCU. And once you're established, you should only need minor corrections to maintain a stable approach. As you descend, you'll monitor your trajectory using the bird to keep the aircraft aligned. Keep in mind, however, that while the bird shows the flight path angle and track, it doesn't offer guidance to any ground-based radio facilities, like an ILS does. So, if you're flying with only the bird, even if it shows the correct track and descent angle, you're not necessarily on the exact approach path until you cross-check it with other references. When you've set the correct track and FPA on the FCU, your job is to align the bird with the flight path director symbol. If everything lines up, your descent will be stabilized relative to the ground. However, if the aircraft deviates from its ideal path due to disturbances, you'll need to manually adjust either the track, the flight path angle, or both to get back on course. The bird can also be a helpful reference during visual circuits. For example, when you're flying the downwind leg of a circuit, keep the bird's wings level with the horizon to maintain level flight. You can preset your downwind track on the FCU and then position the tail of the bird on the blue track index to keep the desired track. As you turn onto the final leg of your approach, set the track index to align with the final approach course. For a standard 3-degree glide path, position the top of the bird's tail just below the horizon and the bottom of the bird right above the 5-degree nose-down marker. This setup will give you a visual cue to maintain a proper descent angle toward the runway. During final approach, the bird is an excellent tool, not only for monitoring your descent, but also for providing critical situational awareness. Its position relative to the fixed aircraft symbol gives valuable insight into wind direction and conditions. For instance, if the target speed indicator starts to rise, it suggests a headwind gust. If the bird drifts to the right, you can assume the wind is coming from the left. This awareness helps you adjust accordingly as you near the runway. The bird spans 10 degrees across, with 5 degrees on either side of the centerline. When making large track changes, it's best to stay within the wingspan of the bird, keeping adjustments within 5 degrees either side. For small track corrections, these should be made within the body of the bird itself, allowing for precise, controlled changes. Additionally, the bird is incredibly useful for detecting potential wind shears or other wind variations. The ground speed mini protection, when combined with the bird, acts as an early warning system for downbursts or sudden wind changes. The go-around is a dynamic maneuver, and here's where the bird takes a back seat. When performing a go-around, you'll automatically switch back to using the attitude reference, because this is where quick and precise control is most crucial. Once TOGA is selected, the flight director bars automatically revert to the SRS go-around track modes, and the bird is removed from the display. There is always a slight lag between initiating the go-around by pulling the nose up and the aircraft responding. That's why the attitude reference is your best bet for keeping things under control during this critical phase. The bird is an indispensable tool in your A320 arsenal, particularly for non-precision approaches and visual circuits. But as we've seen, it has its limitations. And understanding when to rely on it and when to switch back to attitude is key to managing safe and stable flight operations. Our popular A320 tech quizzes are now part of an exclusive newsletter membership designed to provide you with even more value. As a member, you'll receive 4 brand new A320 tech quizzes every month, one each Monday, delivered straight to your inbox. You'll also receive exclusive deep dives into A320 systems, procedures, and techniques that go beyond this YouTube content. And you'll also gain access to bonus content and other surprises to keep your knowledge fresh and up to date. If you're interested, click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to sign up today. Thanks for tuning in, and let's take your A320 knowledge to the next level.